up 20 minutes ago. I was like, oh, thank you for waking me up. Oh, you're going.
See, Sharon, the good people, and ladies and gentlemen, you are in the building with the Life Gain Avengers, and we are talking about Sharonda from Pale Weight. She is supposed to be making her iconic, I can't say debut, but she's going to come join the fellas because you know how her and Larry get down. So currently in the building, we have Larry and we have the good folk, B. Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews. Both of their links in the description. And fellas, y'all know what we're doing tonight, right?
Yes, we are going to talk about Riverdale.
Yes.
Oh wait, wrong show. My bad.
Oh, I was excited. I love it.
No, we're not talking about Riverdale. Whenever I put on this Marvel hat, we're talking about some Marvel. That's what we're talking about. And so we got to start this thing off with WandaVision, ladies and gentlemen. That episode last night, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. All I can say to them is, can y'all stop leaving me and teasing me? You left me and you teased me. And I hope y'all stayed and watched the post-credit. They did have a post-credit this time. So, but before we dive,
I knew there was one coming.
Yep, you knew it was coming. And before we dive into it, let me shout out the people. Alexis, 351 Cleveland, John Doe, Mrs. Todd, how you doing, Mrs. Todd? The next time I come to DC, I'm going to make T-Streams let me visit you so that you can see the love. You can get some of the love.
I didn't know she was in the DMV.
I said DC.
Oh, no, you said the D.
The D, yeah, the D.
My bad. Yeah. I thought you said DC.
No. Stanley in the building, John in the building. Let's kick this thing off, fellas. Let's recap a little bit of what happened in WandaVision by seeing some of the chaos that was going on. Take a quick look at this. Boy, that girl powers, boy.
Look, we've all been there, right? Letting our fear and anger get the best of us, intentionally expanding the borders of the false world we created.
Mom, are you coming down soon? Mom, our game is freaking out.
Yeah. So as we always do, ladies and gentlemen, I let the fellas give you their 2-minute synopsis. Then we start breaking down Easter eggs. So B. Avery went first last week. Larry, give me your 2 minutes of what you felt on this week's episode of WandaVision.
Man, this one was just so much fun, man. This one was just a lot of fun to watch because so much happened in there. And there were some things that we knew were coming, but they were still fun when they happened. It wasn't like, there were some that were like reveals, but we know they were going to be revealed. We already knew what was going to happen, but it was still fun seeing it anyways. It's just, it was awesome. I just had a good time, especially, when we saw, not to give too much away, but the Agnes reveal was great. The Monica Rambeau reveal was incredible. Just some of the stuff. I think there were some things in there that I think are leading us towards Mephisto. It's just, we could be wrong, but I'm thinking they keep messing with us with that anyways. But it's just been a lot of fun. The idea that she feels really alone, even though she still has Vision there, she's still feeling very alone. It's just, I don't know. I'm digging it. I'm just digging this whole thing. The way they shot it, like sort of like Modern Family, sort of like a Modern Family / The Office mashup with the whole, with the whole documentary style, handheld camera, breaking the fourth wall. All that stuff is just, was very, very cool.
Yeah, man. B. Avery, balls in your court, my brother.
Yes, sir. So just kind of echoing some of the same things that Larry said. And what's just surprising to me is especially how it opened up, how nonchalant Wanda was in responding to her own chaos that happened last week. It's like, yeah, I know I expanded the Hex and, sucked in a couple of, a few more dozen people. Like it was no big deal. She's like changing their lives and changing her cellular structure and things, like that. But at the same time, like they love to tease you, and if it wasn't for the payoff in the end with the reveal of Agnes being Agatha and also Monica getting her powers, I may have been a little disappointed with this episode, because like with the way things are coming out, I'm just like, okay, like I'm just salivating at the mouth to get all these questions answered, and they're throwing in all this goofy stuff, with the clowns, and while it was funny, it was also frustrating, but I do like the fact that they were self-aware and they had like Vision saved the day, because as all this goofy stuff is going on, he's still like trying to get answers and his questions answered through Darcy. So I like the mixture of them kind of being goofy with, with a little bit of filler, but at the same time pushing things forward. They balanced that, because it's tricky, because, I could have easily clocked out of this one, but they had my attention by a thread, and then it just wasn't letting go. It was like a kung fu grip at the end, with Monica and Agatha. But overall, it wasn't the most exciting episode overall, but I still enjoyed it. But it was worth it in the end. All in the end with the reveal.
That's what made this thing work. I was excited to see Darcy let Vision know what's really going on, because Vision knew when Vision woke back up, he knew solidly that he tried to reach out to Darcy. Darcy done got sucked into the reality. Her brain is all altered, but Vision knew from jump, and he wanted her to tell the truth. And when he finally got that truth broke down, did you see him go translucent and fly up out that van? Marvel, I can't wait to see what happens next week when he lands at home and we find out what's going on with Agatha the Heartless. So, fellas, let's go ahead and dive on into it. So,
yes, sir.
You guys have seen how we do this. So, first one's probably going to be very easy. So, I'm gonna go B. Avery, Larry, and back and forth. All right. So, B. Avery, what TV style was they mimicking in this particular episode based on what you're seeing on the screen?
Right on. So I'm not gonna lie, when I watched this episode, I did not know what this was referring to.
I know Larry knows.
Yeah, but word, and I think Larry just said it. Word on the street is this has to do with a Modern Family or something like that, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm gonna go. And just real quick, and Tracy, I see you. Yeah, I do have power, so I'm back at my home. I'm good now. So thank you for asking.
That's right. And Trust, I hope you're doing well. I think the very fact that you're up here talking to us means you're in good spirits. So hang in there, my sister. I know it's been rough, and I know y'all got an asshole senator running around there trying to go to Cancun and shit, and then making up lies, leaving this dog at home, which is probably what got the white folks the most upset. But he should have never went. But I digress. Go ahead, Larry.
Oh my goodness! Go ahead on which point? Jeez.
Ted
my
Cruz
bad. Or on this?
No. No more Ted Cruz. No.
Ted Cruz.
This was Modern Family, just like you said, Larry. And did you like the way they did this type of, you act, then you have the cast member talk about it? Did you enjoy that?
I did, because I'm a big Modern Family fan. I've watched every episode of it for all the seasons, and it's funny. It's lighthearted. They do a great job of of that whole sort of documentary style. And then they have and I love it when they have the characters sit down and they sort of what they call breaking the fourth wall, talking directly to the audience. So, and they do that during the filming too. Sometimes they'll see where people are filming and they'll just turn to the camera and sort of acknowledge the audience. And they did quite a bit of that in there. So yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Larry, you get the next one first then, my brother, since B. Avery nailed that one. All right, we've got these kids. They bust up in there to talk to mama because, things is going crazy. So, Larry, what are we highlighting here? This has been a constant theme with these kids. I just gave you the answer, basically.
Well, I mean, there's a couple things in here. One, we can see they're even though they're dressed differently, they're still wearing their comic book colors.
Yep.
So we have that. But the thing that I got is they came rushing in there because their controllers went out of whack. And I think that really sort of symbolizes that Wanda's losing control, because they're losing. I mean, their controllers just went wackadoodle. And then they finally ended up instead of having an actual game control, they ended up with the cards from the game Uno, which means one. You know, I mean, it's like she's losing control until there's just her left, and she's all by herself. And she's talked about how she's felt alone through this whole time. So I think she's just losing control.
Yep. So B. Avery, I'm gonna give you the second part of this same thing. So Larry's 100% correct.
Yep.
They are keeping them strict to those comic book colors, and he's also 100% correct. These video games are retrofitting. They're going backwards. And that does symbolize something going on. So B. Avery, finish this statement. What is going on? Why is everything retrofitting back to the way WandaVision started?
That's a good question. I think maybe because since she's losing control, losing her mind, she may be losing all of her creations, all of her manifestations that may just go back and turn into nothing before they existed. I don't know. That's what I'm swinging with right there, but that's my guess. But I'm not sure, but that's what I'm gonna go with.
So there's a couple of theories going on about that. So I think the one that the consensus one is that because she expanded the hex, her reach in terms of her powers are being detached. So she's losing her grip on everything because she has so far expanded that hex to keep Vision in it. So she's not able to control and keep everything under the control that she's used to having. And there's some other things that I don't want to reveal about that we're going to find out too in this review. But that's the biggest consensus, that she's losing control because she's had to expand it so far. And so B. Avery, the next one goes to you first, my brother. Check this one out.
Okay.
What was the theme song they was using? What was the inspiration behind the theme? So I already know Larry know this one because me and him are both big Modern Family fans, and this show runs kind of parallel to it in some degree.
Man, I don't know, man. The theme song of the show during this scene. I mean, this was part of the intro.
Exactly.
The montage, the Modern Family thing, but I mean, we all know this is a VHS tape. 90s. I don't know though, man. I don't know what particular song.
I'm gonna give it to you, my brother Larry. What song were they mimicking based on a great 90s and 2000s TV show?
Yeah, they were going after The Office.
Yeah, so. Man, damn it. What in the hell? Larry been eating Wheaties, man. Either Larry eating Wheaties or he getting a cheat sheet. He done called up the guy that I call when I need to get answers. But that's 100% right. They was using The Office, B. Avery. I don't know how Larry done got him a new friend. But this brother's getting too many answers right. You know, if you're gonna be cheating, if you're gonna cheat, you can't get everything right. Didn't they teach you that in like 5th grade? You can't get all of them right. My God. So next one is to you, Larry. All right. So you see what that arrow is pointing at.
Mm-hmm.
Break down the Easter egg for me that we're talking about. The consensus that's going on with this Easter egg.
You know, now this one, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. And I'm going to say some things that are probably far out there in a reach and probably are just complete horse plucky, but I'm going to say them anyway. So this, I'm not really sure. I know they blurred the face, so we can't really tell who the kid is, but I think that this might have something to do with Agnes taking kids because she took the twins apparently. Well, let me not get too far ahead, but it looks like she might have taken them. And in that scene where she said, in the scene where she came over to take the kids and she said, "Oh, just come on over to my house." And then she joked and said, "Oh, I don't bite." And then she said, "Oh, I did bite one kid." It was almost like it was almost like a little nod to Spider-Man, like maybe she was a spider and she bit Spider-Man, but or Peter Parker, but I know that's way out there, but I don't know. I'm not exactly sure on this one, but we know that these kids have sort of been just popping up whenever they feel like it and going missing. I mean, obviously they were just missing from, the whole scene for like the first few episodes, and then Halloween comes around, all of a sudden these kids are around. And then we saw them again this episode when they were all holding hands and walking across the street to sort of hold up Vision and Darcy. So I don't know, maybe there's kids that are missing and someone actually put up milk carton, but I don't know.
Okay, B. Avery, what you think?
Before I say what I think, if all 47 of you guys can go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah.
Now,
also hit the super chat while you're at it too. All 47 of you.
Yeah, and
now it's 55 in the building, so all 55 of y'all hit the super chat.
Hit the super chat and hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. Now, I mean, it's free to hit the thumbs up button and it's free to subscribe. So, hey, there you go. But as far as Larry, what you were saying, my brother, I wouldn't even say what you said is that far out because it sounded like it made sense to me as far as like the missing children, because I was kind of going to say something like that. But I'm also going to say that it may be referring to how, and I don't want to get too far ahead either, that Agnes, who we know is somebody else now, is siphoning energy off of everybody or as many people as possible. Because it does say it's missing kids, and towards the end of the episode, the kids were missing. So maybe she's feeding off their magic too. You know, I'm not sure, but you know, that's what I'm swinging with. Of course, you know, they always have put missing children on milk cartons, you know, for decades. I think they stopped doing that recently. But I think it mainly has to do with Agatha or Agnes and her powers, and I think in a way that she's trying to suck the energy away from everybody for her own nefarious reasons.
Oh wow! So you guys be doing some boy, y'all. I'm telling you, they need to give y'all a pen in the pad, let y'all write a script. So B. Avery and Larry, you both are pretty much right. So
pontificating.
Agatha the Harkness has had a history with Madam Web. From what show is that, B. Avery?
Spider-Man, baby.
And guess what else we see in Spider-Man teasers?
Missing kids.
Missing kids.
That's true.
So, you know, I think the Easter egg here is there's going to be a connection. Agatha the Harkness is going to have a major role in the MCU. She's going to be dealing with everybody's children. And the other theory was that Wanda somehow or another pulled those kids in because, you know, we haven't really seen any kids till Wiccan and Speed got up here. So there's also people saying that part of the theory is that through the help of Agatha the Harkness, Wanda pulled in some kids that wasn't already there, and Agatha just took them or whatever. So I'm hoping that happens, man, because I mean y'all did a hell of a job on that one. That was a good toss right there, fellas. Real good toss. All right, B. Avery, you up on deck now. Now we about to start talking. No, we're not. Damn it. I was about to say we're about to start talking about Monica, but let me calm down. She's next. So B. Avery, we got something for you right here. What was going on right here?
This was actually funny. You know, Vision was trying to be like, hey, babe, you know, we had a connection. What's up? You know, like we was locking eyes and I want to lock with you. No, but that was funny. It's like I'm a hard pass, but he is waking her up. He is disconnecting her from the Matrix and trying to get these answers. And I love the way they played this. I like the plot within the story of how it's kind of unraveling. I like the conversation between the two of them, but she's still living in La La Land, but he's trying to get answers. And he wakes her. He basically just wakes her up, and you know, so he can try to figure out what's going on and this, you know, put these pieces of this puzzle together.
Right. Good job on that one. And Larry, anything you want to add to it?
No, I just like the fact that when she woke up, she was so very much aware of what happened. You know, it wasn't like she was. It wasn't like the other guy where he was confused, but he was like, it hurts. Tell her to stop. You know, the guy that worked in the office with Vision, she knew what was happening and why. And so when he woke her up, I felt like it was, you know, they sort of had that I don't want to say a connection, but they did have that sense of camaraderie. Like, okay, we're both in this together. We know what's happening. Let's go do something.
Okay. Pretty much that's it. He just woke her back up because he needed to get her to get him some answers. Because brothers, he's still hurting, man. He wants to know what the hell is going on. He's ready for them to snap back to reality. And I think Vision is ready to die, man. Vision don't want no parts of what's happening to human beings. He don't want no parts of that. So he's like, man, Darcy, whatever it takes, man, we got to get this done. All right, Larry, I'm going to you. Here we go. Project Cataract. What's going on with Project Cataract?
Well, Project Cataract, that's the joint with where they were trying to. Well, it's unclear if they're trying to weaponize Vision or just bring him back. You know.
Well, that's what we assume. We're assuming that's what they was up to.
But it's interesting that they decided to use an Android phone on there instead of an iPhone. But
man, just be Avery, your turn. I can't believe this tech guy is going to actually say that. What do you think about Project Cataract?
Yeah, man, that they're just trying to use Vision. I'm still unsure, like if they, if they was trying to use him as a weapon or what. But this is Hayward all the way. Darcy was able to hack into his computer system, get past that last firewall that she talked about. Thinking
right there,
5,
yeah.
And there it is, and it has to do with Vision, and that's why he was monitoring him and stuff like that. Because he's an important asset.
Now, do you guys think that they're talking about anything deeper, like the stated definition of the term cataract, or do you think that it's strictly about Vision and weaponizing Vision? But now the thing is, we don't know if Hayward was trying to weaponize him to use him for good or bad, because they brought that controversy up in this episode. Which way do you guys think they're going?
Honestly, I think. Oh, go ahead, B. Avery.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Oh, and by the way, Larry, let me shout out my folk Buzz 703 for coming through with the hardcore super chat. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a superstar in the building. And let me pull down the picture, because we'd rather see her than this punk.
Look, I didn't take my face off.
And we still rather see you than to see this bum.
Raggedy Hayward.
Yeah, nobody want to see Hayward. What's going on, Sharonda? How you feeling?
Hey.
I feel good. I took a shower, took my face off. I feel relaxed, ready to talk some Wandavision.
How are you enjoying the show
today?
How are you enjoying it so far?
I like WandaVision. It's just this week's episode. It was just like, it's the 7th episode. Like, there's no more filler. We're done with filler. We're not doing this anymore. We let you slide the first 6 episodes. You're gonna have to come with it.
Okay.
I agree. Okay.
All right, Larry, finish your discussion on Hayward and Project Cataract.
Yeah, I mean, I think they intentionally don't want us to want it to be clear whether or not he's going to be weaponized, or they're just trying to bring him back so that he can be a protector of mankind. Because, I mean, cataracts cause you to get cloudy vision where it's blurry, and I think that's sort of what they want. They want the whole project to be sort of opaque and not really, people aren't really clear what it is, except for maybe just a few insiders.
I like that.
Sharonda, do you have any comments about Raggedy Hayward's Project Cataract to try to capture Vision?
I just think it's highly disrespectful that, they're telling Wanda that she broke the scope, how you say it, the cords. Y'all know what I'm talking about, from Civil War that was put in place.
Yeah.
And then you're going to basically do the same thing because you want to use Vision for your raggedy plan that you have. So I was just like, if this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. So I just had an issue with that. Like, what do you need Vision to do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I mean, it's just like, what do you need him to do? Like, what is his bigger overarching plan of him trying to capture and bring Vision back online?
Right. I'm with that. So, Sharonda, since you have come into the building, I'm going to give you the next caption and see if you want to deep dive into this particular scene. That was one of the bigger duds of this episode for me, but I do believe in them in the future. So that's your catapult.
I disagree with her. I don't even know what her answer is, but I disagree.
I can tell you one thing, Larry. She does not believe. She does not believe that a Killmonger is the rightful king of Wakanda. So you can stop there. It don't work for her. Sorry.
What?
No.
I didn't hear her say that.
Here, I'm not getting into this with Larry today.
Okay.
Are you talking about the engineer that they've been hyping up since the beginning?
Yes.
The space rover. I was just like, okay, y'all. But people are like, no,
I don't think that's it.
I mean, but why drag it on for 3 episodes? If that isn't the person, why did we drag this on for 3 episodes? It's like I'm tired.
I do. In the last episode they said it was a man, and they
but
never.
Before that, she said it was a woman.
She did right, but then later she said it was a man.
So which one is it?
I don't think they revealed it. I think what they're doing is setting us up for a big reveal later. Maybe it might even be in Captain Marvel too.
What you mean later? Like you got 2 episodes left.
I hope they do it. I was let down. Personally, I was let down. I was distraught because y'all know who I thought it was going to be, and it still could be him. It could be John Krasinski. They could be trying to introduce the Fantastic Four. It could be that. But I was let down. B. Avery, talk about this scene. How did you feel when Monica got her ride, but we didn't get to see who this so-called engineer was?
Yeah, my brother, I agree 100%. I was kind of let down too. I just knew this episode we was gonna meet this engineer, thinking it was gonna be Mr. Fantastic or Blue Marvel, right. Like you said, because she did say like, yeah, I'm gonna meet my guy over the ridge in an hour, and so I don't think I think it's still a chance that they will reveal who this engineer is, who they've been hyping up, because yeah, Sharonda, like, they are stretching this out, making it blatantly obvious, like, ooh, we're gonna reveal something. So it couldn't have been this right here, because this was a nothing burger.
Nothing.
You know, I mean, a decent, cool vehicle. But yeah, this did not come remotely close to the payoff that they've been setting up this whole time.
Absolutely not. Larry, what you think? What'd you think about it?
It looks like we have Wanda Maximoff in the comments section. You know?
Okay.
Hey,
yeah, it was. I mean, it was a little disappointing, and honestly, I think it was just a blatantly obvious misdirect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those ones. It was just, it was beneath them.
Okay. We'll leave it there. All right, B. Avery, you on deck. What do we have going on right here other than beauty at its finest?
Monica losing her damn mind. Okay, honestly, that's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, what is he doing? You don't got no helmet on. You just gonna go in here first, like I'm Superwoman or something. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm glad what happened on the other side, but at the same time, it was some question marks popping over my head. Like, woman, what's wrong with you now? Okay, you tripping. You showing a little bit too much loyalty to somebody you don't know that well. You know.
So, B. Avery, did you see how when the truck went in there, it came back part minivan, part rest of the Rover, and she decided she's gonna take her helmet off. And
I'm just like, what are you doing? You know, I'm like, this was the first time I saw her do something I really didn't like. It was a cool scene, you know, and all that, and I like, you know, I don't want to. Well, we all know what happened. You know, I thought it was dope, her overcoming the physical battle. Yeah, that was cool. Mm-hmm. You know, it seemed powerful. It seemed painful, but empowering at the same time. You know, and oh my goodness, there she go. My goodness gracious. But yeah, it was a foolish decision that ended up paying off. She was lucky.
Right. Sharonda, how do you feel about the scene thing you want to expand on with this particular scene when Monica decides to run into the hex?
I mean, before we get to running into the hex, sis, you done been through this damn hex twice, okay? The fact that you really did all of this and put on this whole spacesuit, this whole astronaut suit, like you going to the moon and not back to the same place that you done been at.
I didn't even think of that.
Like, not one. I was highly confused. She did all of that. She did all of that to then. Wait a minute, y'all. She did all of that to then take the helmet and the gloves off to go into the hex. I said, sis, let's talk about this for a moment. Let's talk. Yeah. What was the point? What was the freaking point of it all?
My God. She was taking it all like
it was so unnecessary.
If y'all don't leave Spectrum alone.
Yeah, man.
I was just so confused. I was just like, ma'am, let's just have a moment for this, because this was really very unnecessary. And also, too, if Tiana Paris doesn't get a Nike commercial after this, because the fact that this felt like a whole Nike ad. Don't act like this wasn't a Nike ad, especially hearing the voices, hearing Carol's voice and Nick Fury's voice and Maria talking about your mom was dealt the strongest one out of the bunch. I was like, I just wanted to see a Nike logo go by after all of this happened. But I was totally here for it, though. I mean, I love how they did it. I love how her eyes turned blue. Then she just randomly broke off into a 100-meter dash after she like through. I was kind of confused. Right. Like Black women be running, y'all. But the fact that all of this still happened during Black History Month, I'm here for it. But just know that she running track, y'all.
So Larry, Sharonda already touched on one of the main Easter eggs, which is this right here, but I'll come back to that in a minute. How did you feel about this whole entire scene, Larry?
Now, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think this was a point where she was being dumb. I thought this was a point where she was doing hero shit because heroes do hero shit. And that's how she did it. She decided, you know what? I'm going up in there. I'm going up in after both my girls. I'm going in to get Darcy, and I'm going after Wanda to go get her out too. She was going in there. She was like, sometimes you got to just shake off all the other badness. You got to shake off all the doubt and just punch on through. And that's what she did. She punched on through and came out the other side
Larry,
stronger.
come on now.
She was doing hero stuff.
Punch on through. You put on a whole astronaut suit, got in a space rover, and then took everything off to you wasted the fake engineer's time. You wasted everybody's time to do that.
Sometimes stuff doesn't work.
You had her bring all this down to do what?
Doesn't work, and you just have to go. Sometimes stuff doesn't work, and you just have to shake it off and just go all natural. Just boom, right on in.
She was being stupid.
That's it.
Just a minute, Larry. She was being stupid.
She didn't need the helmet. She had that natural hair. You know, there is nothing stronger than a Black woman's hair, and so she didn't need the helmet.
Well, you all are right, and to some degree, but when she goes through the barrier, that's when they give her powers. And the thing we're trying to figure out is, are they going to call her Photon or Spectra? And if you don't know about Spectra's powers, she actually has the ability to see energy, absorb energy, and project energy. But the Easter egg here is, because we've already seen what they call her mom. So I want to pose to you guys, are they going to call her Spectra in the MCU, or are they going to call her Photon? I give that to you, B. Avery.
I'm going to go with Photon. That's just what I'm feeling, and especially from the image that you're showing right here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to say Photon.
Okay. Sharonda, what do you think?
I mean, it really don't matter to me. Spectrum is fine, but I just think of the cable service. But it's fine either way. I'm here for her either way.
Larry, go for it, Larry. Golly.
Yeah.
Don't act like y'all didn't think of it. Stop it. Don't act like y'all didn't think of it.
It's not Spectrum. It's Spectra.
It don't matter. I still think Spectrum. It doesn't matter.
I see how she thinks. She's still a Black woman. She think high speed internet. Okay.
I mean, how she was running. She was running like she was going off a high. I mean, come on now.
She would.
You know what's funny though? She was running like she knows how to run, because you see some of these actors when they run and they try and go in real tight shots on their face or something else, because they run with their arms flailing all over here, their legs are kicking out. She looked like she ran track back in the day.
Yeah. You trying to say,
okay? She was running.
Larry, you trying to say her running looks better than Tariq?
Now Tariq can run too. Tariq can run. I'm not going to take that away from Duke can run. He probably needs to join the track team up at that school. If he joined the track team, he'd probably get a scholarship. He wouldn't have to worry about what's his name anymore.
Okay. So Larry, while we got you on deck, what's the Easter egg here other than her running?
Oh, her black and white outfit. Yep. It's the same from the comics.
You got it. Larry, I swear.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
I swear, I think Larry cheating on that.
No, everybody's been wearing this. Everybody's been wearing their comic book colors through this. Look at this whole episode. Everybody has their comic book colors.
That's true. That's true. And Sharonda already expanded on this Easter egg when she heard all the voices in her head. That was just a nod to them getting everything centered for her big reveal in Captain Marvel 2. So good toss on that one, Sharonda. You hit that one right on the head. B. Avery, anything you want to add to her hearing the voices in her head scene?
No, it was just an inspiring scene that I liked it a lot. You know, it was very empowering.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. So, Larry, we're going to give you this one first. So, we get around to our commercial. They've been giving you a commercial every episode. And there are a couple of things in these commercials I want to make sure that we all know about. So, Larry, they start talking about the Nexus. What Easter egg are we talking about with this Nexus?
Well, there's a couple of them, I think, with this. Because, you know, I mean, they were talking about when they were going through the whole commercial, they were talking about some of the things that it might lead to, like further depression and all the other stuff. But, you know, part of it is reflecting on Wanda's current state of mind and how she's feeling. She's a bit depressed. She's feeling alone and all that. But also, you know, when you start talking about the Nexus, you start talking about the multiverse.
God damn it.
And being able to change stuff. And, sorry, man. I'm gonna be quiet. You know what? I'm telling you, I'm not apologizing. I was in here a couple weeks ago, and I was up here. I've been busy running my channel, and I only got a chance to watch the doggone episode one time, and people in the comment section and called me out on it. So I had to go back and watch these things once or twice.
Again. He said he's sick of it. He's sick of the bullying. You know? He's sick of the trolling. Y'all not gonna come for me.
You know?
So obviously,
where Laney at? Yeah.
you know Larry done got that part right. He's absolutely right. The Nexus is in the Marvel universe where all the realities meet. But in this commercial, what are we representing here with this chick with the red hair in the Nexus? What are we trying to say? And I'll give that to you, B. Avery.
I believe that's Wanda.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and hold on. Shout out to Larry. Good job, sir, because you're killing it right now. Because Laney, that was about 2 weeks ago. Laney Womack was kicking your butt, but you done came through with some 2 and 3 pieces these past 3. So good job, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Nexus. That's representing Wanda and her just losing her mind, going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I first learned about the Nexus or the multiverse of Nexus or whatever in the Doctor Strange animated movie cartoon.
Oh yeah,
because that was my first time really learning about Doctor Strange. I think that came out in 2005. I could be wrong. Oh snap! There she go.
Oh snap! Hold on, Laney. Whoa, man. Whoa.
Do that real quick.
Let me go ahead and put this one up here, and I'm actually going to let Larry read this.
Lady Womack said, I started watching Sharonda on Lovecraft Reviews, and from there I was introduced to E-Man and B. Avery. That led me to Lamont and Larry's channels. So glad that I have y'all here. Hope to see more.
How's he doing, Laney? How's he doing?
Yeah, big up, Laney. Big up.
We appreciate you, Laney.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, B. Avery.
I was gonna say she put up another comment as well about Larry. There you go. Yeah.
See,
already. Thank you, Laney, for the super chat.
You guys making me have to go back and watch these things and scour through them.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. I gotta fix this. Hey, got all 56 of you in the live chat right now. Thank you so much for being here. But if y'all can, just hit that thumbs up button. Smash the thumbs up button. Click it. Press it. Do whatever you got. Just make sure that you hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much.
It does. It helps the algorithm. It helps YouTube say this is a valuable video, and when it's live, it gets pushed out further right away. So
and it's free to do it. So show your support that way.
And if you don't want to hit the thumbs up for us, then hit it for Sharonda.
Already.
Be sure to subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to everybody's channel on this panel because you don't find this much black talent in one place often. Hell, It ain't the NBA. This ain't Tyler Perry Studios. This is the Life Games channel, and we full of talent. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think she about to interview like Michelle Obama like in the next week or so or whatever, because she on it. But back, but but going back to the Nexus of realities, I first when as soon as I saw this, I thought Doctor Strange immediately, and I thought about that animated movie because it actually looks like that image right there like that's some type of RAM with all these doors and stuff. That's actually how it looked kind of in the animated film.
It was just like that. It was just like that.
Yeah, so that's really some like I said, some all realities multiverse stuff right there. But that's what I liked it.
All right, and Sharonda, what did you think about the Nexus and the Easter egg we just dropped, and any thoughts and feelings on it?
Well, I think also too, when Monica was being hella disrespectful and barged into Wanda's house without knocking, okay, she was taking pills, and so also too, there's like a little tagline that made note to like that this possibly isn't Wanda's reality, like that she's not actually in control, which would go to Agnes, and especially because you heard someone ask her a question right before they cut into that commercial. Because I was like, hold up, who's gonna lose their life asking her this question? I was shook. I was like, somebody's gonna die, y'all. Who is this? I was scared. I was scared for their life. I'm serious. Just like I was scared for Monica when y'all don't be going up into people's houses unannounced, just opening doors that you don't pay for. Don't do that.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was scared.
But that wasn't Wanda's house. Yeah. She didn't pay for that. Wanda didn't pay for anything. She bum rushed Westview and took somebody's house.
I mean, but was it her or was it Agatha raggedy behind?
And
whoever it was, they didn't pay for it.
Yeah, and
she made it.
Yeah, she did. And to finish up on the Nexus, basically in Marvel, this is how they're going to bring in the multiverse, most likely, because this is the place where all realities meet. This Easter egg is highlighting that in one of the comics, lady and gents, Wanda was the Nexus. And so what we think might happen in this particular show is that the Hex is going to become the point of the Nexus. So those were the Easter eggs from all that. And so I'm going to give this next one to B. Avery, because we give it to Larry. He think he's Ken Griffey. He hitting home runs tonight. So next one goes to B. Avery. What's going on here? What do we have here?
Well, this is from I think one of the previous episodes.
It is. That's true.
One or two, but I think that was a Tony Stark toaster. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Larry,
you want to take you? Okay.
No, let's let Sharonda try first. Then
Sharonda, go ahead and let Larry do it since he know everything tonight. Shoot.
Okay. Go ahead, Larry.
I think that's the same woman from that Nexus commercial. It looks like that same woman.
Oh,
absolutely right. Absolutely.
I'm not sure what all of it means, but I could be completely off base with this, but I could have swore during like Iron Man 3 or one of the Avengers movies they referred to Vision as a toaster.
You're right. Yeah.
So they did do that. But the other Easter egg is these are the same people that are in every single commercial on the show. And the rumor mill is these are Wanda's adopted parents.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Huh. Okay.
Those are her adopted parents. Not Magneto and her real mom, but her adopted parents. So we'll see. If it shakes out, what happens?
We'll see.
Shout out Stan Jackson, representing VA.
Oh, yeah. In there, hitting us hard. All right, here we go. What's going on here, Larry? I'm gonna give this one to you first.
Well, this is when Agnes took the kids over to her house, and I think there's a couple things happening here. One is that we start to have to ask, like, is Agnes, is she dead or is she controlled by somebody else or something? Because what's his name? What's his name?
Billy.
Yeah. He tells he tells Agnes he likes it over there because it's quiet, that she's quiet. And so I'm thinking like he can't read her either because, maybe because she's unreadable, maybe because she's just to her powers, but maybe she's unreadable because there's nothing really inside of her. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna pause you there, Larry, because you right on pace, and I want B. Avery to finish it. Go ahead, B. Avery. What you think?
He took the words right out of my mouth. His powers are coming to be as far as Billy / Wiccan. And I noticed that she's wearing her comic book character's colors too. She has on purple. I mean, they all have on their colors. But I want to know what's up with this damn rabbit. That's what I want to know. I think this rabbit has some type of significance to it.
It does
just have to reveal itself later.
And I'm gonna put some. Tanya said, "I don't trust that bunny." And you have reason to not trust the bunny because people that wield magic, they sometimes have conduits, and I'm gonna leave it at that. People that wield magic, they sometimes have conduits. These conduits can be living, they can be animals, they can be totems, they can be a bunch of things. But yeah,
Sharonda, what's up with the bunny?
Why are you asking questions, Larry? I don't know who that bunny is. Some people claim that the bunny was Ralph. Some claim that. I mean, I'm just like, I don't really be coming up with these theories because Marvel be having you come up with all these theories to then do nothing with it. Just like y'all still think that Reed and Blue Marvel coming.
But that bunny is his name like Mr. Scratchy or Mr. something. The hell's that thing's name again?
You talking about Sparky, the dog she killed?
No, the bunny. What's the bunny's name again?
Yeah, somebody mentioned Scratchy on one of my comments too. I'm not sure. But y'all did ask, like, what's up with Ralph? I do want to know what's up with Ralph as well.
Now I was going to save that for the end, but do you guys know who I think Ralph?
Well, you can save it. I don't want to mess up the vibe. You can save it.
Okay, we'll save it for that.
But isn't the name of the bunny Mr. Scratchy? Isn't that like the name of the devil or something?
Shoot, I don't know.
You may be right because somebody did mention to me like Scratchy as well, like the name Scratchy. So you may be onto something, but I'm not sure.
That put us back into the area of what's his name of Mephisto?
Maybe. I'm not.
Or Nightmare, one or the other one. We still tied on that, but you guys are absolutely right. Billy can't read Agatha. He's talking about how he enjoys the quietness over there because he can't hear the things in his head that he would normally hear, similar to Jean Grey, similar to Professor X. And he can't hear it because we later learn that Agatha is really Agatha the Heartless. She reveals herself. She's holding that damn bunny. Or is that the baby?
No, that's the bunny.
Okay. She's holding the bunny. And she lets us know exactly who she is. She reveals that she's been pulling the strings. And we've talked about this way early in the series, that she's in the comics. She takes control of Scarlet, teaching her how to use it.
Let me talk about this. Let me share some of my comic book knowledge, okay?
Okay. Look,
you let everybody else get their shine. Let me get my shine on.
Well, every time I try and Larry engages you tell Larry to keep talking. So I didn't know. I mean,
because Larry only be asking me that when he know I don't know. But now I know.
What is half the battle? So go for it.
So let me tell y'all about Agatha Raggedy Behind, okay? So Agatha is basically a witch. She's an old witch. She ain't ish. She sold out her fellow witch sisters in the Salem witch trials. She was first introduced with the Fantastic Four. She took care of Reed and Sue Raggedy Kid Franklin, the nanny. However, she started doing some messed up things to the Fantastic Four. So there was like, hey, I can't mess with you, homie. So later on, Agatha ends up meeting up with Scarlet Witch. So Scarlet Witch, her kids are from fragments of Mephisto. And essentially, she was going to be the nanny for her children. However, Agatha's Raggedy Behind basically took her children away and kind of wiped Wanda's memory from even knowing that she had children. And so once Wanda figured out what Raggedy Agatha did, she said, "Beast, you must not know who I is, because what you don't do, you don't cook for nobody's kids. I know that." So what she did, she ended up killing Agatha. Now, a little side note, peep this. Agatha got some other familiar bonds, with Scarlet Witch because her Raggedy Mama somehow decided she was going to risk her life for Agatha to bring Agatha back to life. Agatha been killed and brought back, and killed and brought back. It's the whole thing, y'all. So basically going to help Scarlet Witch help harness her power. So she becomes a teacher to Scarlet Witch, and everyone kind of allowed this because they knew that her powers are basically out of control, and she needed to be able to bring her back in and learn how to control them so she doesn't put anyone else into danger. But then after she ends up killing her, it's just turned into this whole thing where Wanda's kind of like a villain. But also, too, Agatha, she's back now in the recent comics. She's part of the Daughters of Liberty, so she's actually working with Shuri now.
Oh, man, hold on.
No,
man,
you didn't.
And that's how what? Barry had a little lamb.
Said,
Drop the mic.
She dropped the,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
dropped the mic. She dropped 3 comic books. Hell, I mean,
take a sip of the
I'm
tea.
about to ask her to drop us a verse.
You know what I'm saying? I got a question for anybody that want to grab it. If
Go
both
for it.
characters are at their max, who will win, Agatha Harkness or Scarlet Witch? I don't know the answer.
And you do mean them without having any amulets and things to enhance their powers, correct?
Sure, yeah, just a straight up.
That's for Scarlet Witch all day, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
But that Scarlet Witch probably after, is that before or after Agatha trained her though?
After she gets trained.
So
After
technically it would be Agatha because Agatha is the one who had to help her in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. But even at the baseline, she's still just as powerful as Agatha. But
you're right.
So if Agatha had these amulets that you refer to, would she come out on top?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
I have a question. Why does Marvel have a problem with redheads? Why do they always make the redheaded women out of control? Because they did that with Scarlet Witch. They also did that with the Phoenix.
And are you also talking about Scarlett Johansson too?
Everyone out of control. Everybody's out of control. They don't like, for some reason, they don't think redheads can control themselves.
You had to ask Kevin Feige that one. I'm not going to get in nobody's trouble tonight. So good job, Sharonda. That was a nice toss on that. And so that was kind of the reveal.
Adam, why you gonna flex on people?
I mean, are we gonna talk about how her theme song slapped though?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was hard. Okay.
Definitely.
Everybody know.
So they go ahead and reveal it's been Agatha all along, even though I still don't believe it's Agatha by herself. I don't believe that. I think she's a major role in it, but by herself, I'm still not believing it.
I agree.
You see her sprinkling fairy dust on one of the SWORD agents. And last episode, when Vision's co-worker was referring to people being in his head, a lot of us thought that he was talking about Wanda, but they revealed it was actually Agatha that was in his head. And I want Sharonda to expand on that song. Go ahead and have your moment again because you dropped mics. Drop another mic. Talk to us about that song.
I don't want to drop the mic on the song because to be honest, I was watching this at 3-something in the morning, so I didn't have time. I just know the song went hard. The song went hard. Okay.
Avery, you talk about the song.
I don't know nothing about it, man. Other than that's just her reveal, her theme music. I didn't really catch any references or anything like that. So,
Larry, you want to talk about the Agatha song?
Larry don't know nothing about that song.
Agatha all along. Is it like Addams Family or something? I don't know. I got that vibe.
I did too, but
it seemed like that.
I did too. I was told I was wrong, and I never got a correct answer.
Oh yeah.
Didn't get a correct answer on that one.
But what you
like there was some secret Easter egg in the song.
It was, but I didn't get the full answer. What was the Easter egg? So,
but what you were saying earlier, Lamont, you don't feel like it's Agatha by herself. I do feel like she is working for some more powerful cosmic evil entities.
Mhm.
Whether it's Dormammu, Nightmare, Mephisto, some other was it? I don't know the names. I'm gonna say Shoggoth, but I don't think that's it.
Scythian.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scythian.
It's some powerful cosmic beings that don't have access to this realm.
Mhm.
You know, the way any another powerful person would, and I think that Agatha is working for them in some capacity. But
Absolutely.
wrong.
I'm curious what's up with that mailman, because that mailman
we're
always
gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about him, and
okay.
we've been talking about that mailman for 3 weeks, and so we almost to him. But to parlay what B. Avery is saying about how they could possibly bring in these other powerful characters, look no further than the Darkhold book. And Larry, you take this one.
Well, you could just see the magic just emanating off that thing. So, but isn't that like sort of like the opposite of that book we saw in Doctor Strange? Isn't that like the exact opposite? Like this one's all evil and bad, the other one's supposedly good, right?
Oh, what are you talking about?
The other book, the one that we saw in Doctor Strange, isn't this sort of the opposite, the polar opposite of that book?
Yes, yeah, it is. It definitely is. Yeah, yeah. You know, and B. Avery, you want to expand on what you know about the Darkhold book in the MCU?
I like the little end there. You said in the MCU because I was gonna bring up Agents of Shield. But that's not.
That's part of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not. Yeah, that's not in the MCU though. But basically, this book is just all bad. You know what I'm saying? If you open it up, you can conjure a whole bunch of dark stuff, sideways, upside down, inside out stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just know it's a book of bad. I'd stay away. I wouldn't want to read it.
Sharonda, would you like to expand on the book?
Do they have it on Audible?
No, you can't download it.
I ain't got nothing to say about the book.
Okay, so this is a book that is in the comic book lore. It's a magic book with dark powers, and as B. Avery said, they did mention this book in Agents of the Shield. And here's a clip of it right here. It's just that this book looks different in the WandaVision series. That's what it looks like there. This right here you can see is the Agents of the Shield. But one of the things that has happened in the comic book version of this story is that they was able to have some of the people with magical powers conjure up, along with a child sacrifice, very, very powerful god in the MCU. I mean, excuse me, in the Marvel comic book universe named Scythian, as B. Avery caught again. And I don't see the MCU bringing him right now as much as I see them using the children and this magic book as a sacrifice to bring in either Mephisto or either Nightmare to go on and play inside of Doctor Strange Madness Multiverse.
Right on.
Simple as that.
Okay.
All right, so B. Avery, this one's all on you. What we got going on in this scene?
That she is the puppet master. You know, she is the one that is just causing a bunch of chaos. It looks like this is where she's showing that she was the one that controlled Pietro or brought him into this reality. It was all, you know, it was all her doing. Now, given her power set as a witch, and we're talking about the Nexus and connected to all different realities. You know, she also can do magic, of course, like Doctor Strange. It makes sense to me, at least, that she would have access to the multiverse, you know, to be able to get Evan Peters' image. I mean, that's just my little 2 cents, my little theory. But yeah, this is just her showing that she's pulling all the strings.
Yeah, Larry, anything you want to add? He's 100% right.
No, I mean, we see her purple magic sort of there just emanating off her back, and then, you know, we see her here behind the camera, which sort of tells us that, you know, right there, that it's all her, that she's the one that's created the whole WandaVision show, you know. And every time we see her using her magic in that little montage they did, there was like that little purple fog behind her with her magic coming off of whoever it was she was controlling. So,
right,
you know,
right. And before I pass it to Sharonda, let me give a quick shout out to my folk Family Dad who super chatted us $5. Thank you, Family Dad, cooking. And when you cook that next meal, let us know because we stay hungry around here. We want to know.
You know why he super chatted $5?
Why is that?
And said peace? Because he knows that Killmonger is trying to bring peace to all of the world by liberating the oppressed people. Because he is the true and rightful ruler of Wakanda.
Sharonda, Agatha, anything you like to say about Raggedy Agatha controlling people on this show?
No, I guess I have a question. Are we gonna get back to how Monica got bucked with Scarlet though?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. So
yeah,
let's talk about that because I was worried for her when she got in that fight with Wanda. We knew that she had done got her powers, but she didn't really know that. And Larry, are you still going to stick by that she was trying to act like a hero when she could have got her ASS kicked by Wanda in that moment? Wanda picks her up, attempts to slam her down and crush her, and Monica just basically absorbed the power and walked up on her.
But she told her to do it. Like before she did
tell her to do it.
But she was like, do it. And I was like, girl, you telling her to square up? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Yeah, she told her to square up after she'd already kicked her up out the house and tried to slam her to the ground. Then she told her to do it.
That's true.
But I have to say, can every episode from here on out, can we just get Tiana Ferris to do the superhero landing? Man. Can we just get like one an episode?
Man, that was nice.
That was dope.
It was though. How do you feel about Wanda versus Monica and how it went down? And I was scared for the girl, man. I promise you, because she didn't know she had them powers. She didn't know that.
Right. She is getting a little bit too big for her britches, man. To be honest with you, it was a dope scene. The superhero on landing was fire. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the way that Wanda was manhandling her, like just had so much control, just furious, like, oh, I'm so sick of y'all, and you threw this fake Pietro on me too. She was laughing while she was tripping, you know, and I'm like, I still think I'm not a photon spectrum or spectra expert, but I still think that Wanda could have whooped that ass. You know, yeah, she really wanted to, you know. But what was nice though, it was nice that she looked surprised when Wanda landed. It's like, oh, you got some powers now. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was nice. I can't wait to see her go full out with her powers because I think it's gonna be pretty dope.
So, Sharon, I want to go back to you. How did you feel about Monica just basically allowing Agatha the Harkness to come get Scarlet Witch and walk away?
Man.
I mean, she didn't know who she was, so it is what it is. But at least she knew to follow her. You know, you saw at the end of the post-credit scene, she followed Agnes and Wanda to her house, and so she figured something was up. I mean, that was probably the only good decision that she had in the entire episode that I supported. But yeah.
Boy, you hard on the sister today. Yeah. So this is. Go ahead, Larry.
I just want to say I have to disagree with B. Avery a little bit on this point where he's feeling like Monica's getting a little bit too big for her britches. I think it's a little different. I think that Monica's at a point where she just simply doesn't give a F anymore. She has 0 Fs to give, and she said as much. She's like, I've lost everything that mattered to me. Everyone that's mattered to me is gone. I simply don't care. You want to take me out? Take me out. It was almost like she's saying, you'd be doing me a favor to take me out. I don't care. I think with her going after Wanda, I think it's because she needs a reason to exist. I think everything that she had is gone and she needs a reason to exist. And right now she's using saving Wanda as that reason. Well, she has 0 Fs to give. And so she's sort of reckless.
If that's your explanation, I can't argue with it, you know.
I could argue with it. You mean to tell me?
You can.
You mean to tell me that I just feel like Monica wanted to be Captain Save-A-Ho in the episode.
I said the same thing.
Like, that's really what it comes down to. This is what happens when you don't just mind your business. So she's so
woman-splaining stuff.
She's trying to take
B. Avery just said the same thing. Why are you woman-splaining it?
Really? That's what we doing. That's what we gonna do.
But and add on to that, man, I'm just not like you. I mean, I am not gonna argue with your point, Larry, but I'm just not finna go talk shit to some hex creating magic person.
Especially if I don't have no powers.
That's just like do it. I mean, like, come on now. You know, go do 6 months of training or something first before you want to bark like that. You know, it's just.
Does she realize she has powers though? Like we're making this assumption like she knows she has powers. Yeah, she didn't really use any powers.
I think she realized it when she first came out the hex, she could see the different frequencies.
That's right.
I saw that, but I don't know if she realizes that is like that she is pure energy now. Like I don't think she realizes it fully.
I don't think she knew she had powers until Wanda slammed her on the concrete and it didn't destroy her. That's when I think she realized, okay, I got something going on now.
But I don't think it mattered. I think when she went in there and confronted Wanda, I don't think she cared. I think she was acting recklessly to some people because she didn't have anything else to lose. Mm-hmm. I mean, when they say that, like the most brave and the most dangerous people on either end of the spectrum are those who have nothing to lose.
I will say this, and this will be a missed opportunity if they don't do this either in this show or Captain Marvel 2. They need to show Monica mourning a bit about her mother's death because there's something that they just completely skipped over. I mean, you know, your mom comes out of surgery, she's fine. You take a nap, wake up 5 years later and realize that she's dead, but then you just go to work the next day. You know, that's just not.
She waited 3 weeks to work. She waited 3 weeks. She did 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Hayward did. Well, he did say. What did he say, Sharonda? It was something like it's been 3 weeks and you're the first one that showed up. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Okay, Larry. Go ahead, Larry.
My fault. I still want to see her mourn a little bit, you know. But good observation.
And Larry eating them Wheaties. Now, here we go with this guy right here that we've been saying he's somebody. Presto Mephisto. He's got my vote. Larry, is this Presto Mephisto?
I think it might be, man. The whole thing where it put Presto on there, which is sort of like a magic word, you know. And I think even the boxes, it's sort of a play on how the whole on Wanda's whole fake reality is starting to fall apart and how incredibly fragile it is because it says please handle with care, fragile. I think he's trying to tell us this thing is fragile. It can fall apart at any moment. Okay. You know,
Avery, what you think? Because we've been talking about this mailman the whole series. He's got to be somebody.
Man, y'all got that. I didn't even see that Presto thing, but it sure does make sense though. You know, and he got the box that says fragile and it's red. I'm just gonna say that's tied to the devil, Mephisto. The dolly is red. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even see that Presto. I like that Presto Mephisto. Good. I like that. So I'm gonna go with you that maybe he is somebody that's gonna reveal themselves later.
Miss Sharonda, what do you think about Mr. Presto Mephisto mailman?
I don't think nothing about that mailman. I'm done. This is the end of episode 7. We got 2 episodes left. Y'all been trying to figure out who Daddy is. Y'all been trying to figure out who this raggedy mailman, delivery man, Presto man, Mephisto man. Y'all been trying to figure out who all these people are, and they ain't been nobody. They hyped up an engineer for 3 weeks. We still don't know if the major was the person that she was talking about, if it's a he, is it she. Like, we don't know nothing. So I'm done. I'm tired.
Well, Sharonda, we picked up on Agatha the Heartless episode 1 of our review. Can we get credit for that?
Everybody knew that.
Everybody's saying that they think that male guy's Mephisto.
Okay, y'all been saying Mephisto for how many episodes now, and he still ain't here?
Since
But it makes sense
episode
for it to
one.
be Mephisto because didn't Wanda have to use a piece of his soul in order to bring the
Didn't you
kid to
just
life?
hear me say that, Larry? Don't be saying it like you just came up with that. You heard me say that.
We've been talking about that for like the last 6 weeks.
We have. We have. We've been talking about that every time we invite you, and you turn your nose up at us and say you ain't coming.
First of all, let's be clear, y'all. I had to beg them to send me a link, okay? I was got a full face Sharonda, but they took too long to send me a link.
Oh my Lord, here we go. We sent the chick the link, ladies and gentlemen. We sent it through IG.
They keep sending it to IG where I say don't send it because anyone who has DM me and I haven't responded, I still haven't gotten through my DMs yet.
She don't respond to the emails either. So you know, I'm a
exactly.
I saw the
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
My feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to show me no love on Sunday. I'm talking about Sundays.
Sunday,
I'm just messing with you.
That's TT day.
I'm just messing with you.
And so you have fans, Sharonda. Shout out to Zaya Latrice sending the super chat. We appreciate you. Yep.
Big
and
up.
shout out to Stan Jackson, who is a huge Sharonda fan. She's in the building.
Another child up here just lying on me.
Oh my Lord. Golly. We can't boy. This is the last one we doing on WandaVision. All right, y'all. Who do y'all think Evan Peters' Quicksilver really is?
Man, I don't know, bro. Mr. Snooper. I don't know. What is
Larry, you've been getting home runs
Snoop?
all night. Who you think it is?
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Yeah.
Larry,
I mean, I guess he's the fake one. I mean, he's the one from the Fox side, right? And
he is.
And they kept referring to him the whole episode as not your uncle. He's not real. He's fake, whatever. So, I mean, they're letting us know that he's not the real Pietro. But I don't. Maybe it's Ralph.
That's what people are saying. They think it's Ralph.
So I don't know.
We'll see. So, folks, that's going to conclude our.
Hold on, Sharonda, what you think? Do you know anything about what the significance of that post credit could be?
I told y'all I am not theorizing on who these people are anymore. I am done.
Okay, my bad.
I have been bamboozled, hoodwinked for 3 episodes over an engineer. I don't know who the hell is. Okay.
Sharonda, when the going gets tough, don't give up. You keep on going. And that's why we keep right on guessing.
I don't know how y'all keep on going because y'all been talking about Reed, y'all been talking about Blue Mark, y'all been talking about all these people that I ain't seen yet. There's only 2 episodes left.
They'll come.
They'll
eventually.
They'll come. And when they come, we're gonna come on your channel so that we can take a victory lap on your channel. Thank you.
I would be more than happy. I would be like, hey, y'all stood the test of time, but I can't do it. I
feel you. So we'll switch gears here, and there's a subject me and B. Avery really, really love that dropped this week, and I'm anxious to get you guys' thoughts on it. And I'm gonna give it to B. Avery first. B. Avery, they dropped us. We thought it was gonna happen at the Super Bowl, but it didn't. Mortal Kombat trailer. What did you think? How do you feel? Are you excited for what you've seen in the trailer?
Oh my freaking God.
Is that Sharonda?
I have
not acting.
You get on my nerves, Larry.
And then at that last, she's trying to kill a Karen. Look at her.
I love it. Bro, I haven't looked forward to a movie more than this in such a long time. You know what I'm saying? My anticipation level is high. When Goro popped up in the trailer like he's showing right now, I lost my stuff. You know, this looks amazing. This looks perfect. I mean, it looks like the story could suck balls, but it still looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like just from the, I mean, it's like if it's a good story, that's a bonus.
It would be a bonus because that cartoon that they just did last year was visually great and the story was good too. And if you can do that with this movie, oh my goodness.
I just want to see somebody get their ass kicked, you know,
Oh,
and I feel like
we're
gonna get that
right here.
Sub-Zero though, like my man stabbed somebody. Okay, stabbed somebody. The blood gushed out. Took the gushed out blood, froze it, turned it into a weapon, and stabbed him again. I said, Lord, I need this movie now. Like that scene right there, what they did right there, that's all I needed. I felt blessed and highly favored to watch that.
Wow. So Larry, did you see the trailer? And here's something that they revealed to us. They showed us how Jax lost his damn arm.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. No.
Oh my
God. My goodness.
Oh my God. Oh, Larry, you missing a doozy.
Well, I didn't watch it because I thought you were going to show it, and so I wanted to have a first reaction to it.
Well, I'll be showing it on Sunday myself.
Yeah, when we join with B. Avery, we'll react to it on his channel. So
all right,
we'll save all the reactions for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming to support your creators. Thank you, Sharonda, for coming. They love you so much. Anytime you come to this channel, I see an uptick in everything. Money, subscribers, more women, more men. I see an uptick in everything. So we are blessed to have your grace here. Larry, I appreciate you. B. Avery, you know how we rocks. And I would like for each and every one of you to tell people what's going on your channel, what they can look forward to when they subscribe. Starting with you, Sharonda.
I do movie and television reviews, and I do interviews as well on upcoming film or TV releases. So yeah, so I'm about to post. I care a lot, and I interviewed the cast, so I'm gonna post that tonight.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to that lady's channel. She does good work. She's hardworking, and she tell it like it is. B. Avery, what you got on your channel?
You know, just movie reviews, trailer reactions, entertainment news. If I get lucky, I may do an interview here and there. But the next big thing I got, I still got some Super Bowl trailer reactions I got to upload. I'm late on that, but I'm also going to be preparing for my movie news roundup show this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And everybody here is going to be invited. So if y'all want to hear us talk about all the movie news that dropped this past week, including Mortal Kombat, because I got some questions I'm going to be asking these brothers. We're going to be talking about it this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on my channel.
Be there, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least.
Tell y'all, sorry.
Go ahead.
On Monday, I did interview Tiana, so we're going to talk about it.
Oh, man.
I didn't get to watch this episode because we would have had to talk about that Nike commercial, but that's just a whole nother
Congratulations. Story. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Sharonda. Way to go. Way to go. Now, Larry, talk about what you got going on your channel, then we're going to be up out of here.
All right, I'm going to talk about that, and I have a question for everybody, too. So, first on my channel, I'm doing the same stuff. I've been getting a lot of questions from people about how they can watch free TV and movies, and so I've done a couple of episodes on like the top 10 apps to get free legal movies and TV shows. Again, people, when you watch my channel, I only do the legal stuff. So some of you guys want all the bootleg stuff, don't come over here because I don't do it. But I did do an episode recently about the top 10 apps for free movies and TV shows. Another one for free live TV. I did one on the top YouTube channels for free movies, and so there's that. And I just did an episode. I just did a video on how to get 6 months of cell phone service for $6, and I think it was $6.24 a month or something like that, or $6.04 a month.
Yeah, I watched that one.
So I'm waiting for the SIM card to come in so I can actually test the service out. But I did order it. It comes out to a total of like $37.24 for the 6 month period. So, anyways, my question is what is everyone watching? I know the weekend's here, and I know everybody's watching different movies and TV shows. So I'm just kind of curious what everyone's watching in case there's something I'm missing out on that I should be checking out.
I was gonna try to do the Equalizer, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I just don't want to pay for CBS. But I'm gonna try to get it back into Black Lightning tomorrow. I'm gonna try to binge a lot of it tomorrow.
Well, just to let you know, B.A.B., the first episode of Equalizer, if you haven't seen it yet, is available on CBS's channel on YouTube for free.
Well, I will be watching that tomorrow then. Thank you, sir.
So what you watching, Sharonda?
I mean, I love that Caroline on Netflix. It came out on Netflix today. Behind Her Eyes. If y'all like messy entanglement dramas with a little sprinkle of sci-fi and a psychological thriller, you definitely watch that. That's on Netflix.
Huh. What's that one called? Behind Her Eye?
Behind Her Eyes. It's a limited series on Netflix. And right now, I just randomly started watching a show called Tribes of Europa on Netflix, which is like
that just came out, right?
Oh yeah, it's like some post-apocalyptic Netflix sci-fi thing. So it's cool so far.
Okay.
Cool.
Wow.
What about you, Lamont?
I'm be watching Dave and Ava. That's my child's favorite cartoon to watch on YouTube, and that's it. I don't get to control my TV no more, so I don't get to watch TV much. It's whenever the baby sleep, I got to go work out, and then when she wake up, she want to lay on daddy and play with daddy. So it won't be much TV for me.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real with you. That's about it. I'm taking her to see her grandmother and great grandmother this weekend. So for real, no TV for me hardly. And I'll just let people know, me and Larry, before we jump on B. Avery's channel, we'll be giving you our stock game plan for this coming week. We've done a lot of buying. It's been a pretty bad week in the market. It's red, but this is a buying opportunity. And we want to make sure you guys are making those gains in your wallets, because I want you guys' account to grow over 400K like mine is going to grow this year. And we're trying to get you.
Hold up.
Wait, Lamont, Lene is right. Attack on Titan, y'all. Let me
real
quick. Attack on Titan is an anime show. And if you guys ever hear me talking about filler on WandaVision, you need to go watch Attack on Titan, because they make 30-minute episodes feel like you just watched a full-fledged blockbuster movie. It is good. It's
real good.
It's so freaking good. Go watch Attack on Titan. Please.
I've been on it.
Is it on Netflix?
Been on it.
Is it on Netflix?
Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu or Crunchyroll.
Now, B. Avery, don't you watch it?
Man, I seen the first episode of the first season. That's it. And I liked it. I just gotta go back.
Bruh, you gotta get on it, man. That thing, it go hard. Real hard.
If you want to see somebody get their ass kicked, I think I mentioned it before, but it's on Netflix called King and Ashura. A lot of fighting on that, man. A lot of fighting. If you're into that.
Okay. And we got some folks who are into Snowfall. My folk Buzz 703 is watching Big Sky and Snowfall and For Life. Larry, how many redheads do you know?
I know a few.
Stan Jackson said Lupin is good. Stan Jackson also said he liked Your Honor. That was on HBO. I've heard a lot of people talking about that.
Showtime.
Oh, excuse me, Showtime. I'm sorry, Showtime.
Didn't you review that?
We did the trailer.
Yeah.
I did Lupin.
She did Lupin.
Oh, you did Lupin. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we'll all have something dropping this weekend. Me, Larry, and B. Avery, we're going to be coming at you guys live. Larry, I think we need to go on at 6:30 so that we can have some time to recuperate before we jump on B. Avery's channel. With 6:30 work for you, Larry?
Well, 6:30 puts us right back up. How long are we going to be on?
We're only going to be on for about 30 minutes.
Okay. We always say that, but we always go for an hour. So, but yeah, that's fine.
We only going to go 30 minutes. I'm going to make sure we're going to time how much you talk. That's what we're going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. And until that next sexy as hell video, mask up, be safe. My folks down where it's freezing, be warm, and we're wishing you well.
Peace out.
Peace.